there's a lot of new information coming up with the Modern Warfare 2 release tomorrow. So let's get right into it because we got a lot to go over. So, starting off with camos, there's a lot of information on camos. So we got some images of the Mastery camos from Modern Warfare 2. We got gold, platinum, polyatomic, and Orion. They look pretty cool when you get up close to them. I really like the polyatomic one. Here it is, up close. Looks really clean, as you expect from a Infinity Ward game. They always make things look crisp. And it's going to be a fun, exciting Mastery camo grind because we got some information. Got people saying camo system's a massive W. FaZe Simp is sweating nuts over the camos here. And the big thing here is grinding for camos is looking like it's going to be much more refined and simple. So if you look back to like Vanguard, for example, you had at least, let me say, 15 challenges from kills to slide killing to you have to use these attachments. But it's looking like they've got for gold, you're only going to have 4 to 5 challenges to get gold. So they've really refined it. And I'm hoping the reason for that is because there's so many guns, it's going to be easier to get the atomic, polyatomic, whatever they're calling it. Another big thing people are excited about is the fact that the rocket only has one camo challenge, which is kills. A lot of people have issues with camo grinding because they have to go through the rockets and deal with the rockets at the end of the game, at the end to try to get those camos. But now it looks like we only got one challenge, which is freaking awesome. Great job by them. More on the competitive side, it looks like Optic Rambo has been talking on stream, and he all he said is looking like they're going to add somebody exciting, and it's looking like it's going to be to their coaching staff. Optic Rambo really is the head leader here, head coach, so it'll just be nice for him to have another person to help out. As he had Sender last year, and I think that really helped them having the S&D coach. As a lot of teams have an S&D coach and then a respawn coach, and one of those are usually the head coach. But it'd be nice to have him have someone else to help him out and round out the team a little more. It's also crazy looking over to Warzone real quick that it's with multiplayer on the horizon for so long, for it to finally come out. Warzone has completely been off my radar, but it's crazy to think that's only 3 weeks away. Now let's get into the important stuff. Here's the changes that mattered in Modern Warfare. Yeah, the camos matter, but this is what really matters here. So I read the actual Infinity Ward page, and this tweet simplifies it very well. So, shortened range, overall range of enemy footsteps. Amazing. In the freaking beta, we could hear people across the map when they're running. So, what's that? There's that training facility map. If you're inside the middle and you're just sitting waiting around a corner, you could hear people crossed into their spawn. So you just sit there and wait. Hopefully, this overall range of enemy footsteps will really drastically help the issue of ratting in this game, and I'm so excited. Next up, dead silence activation sound has been drastically decreased. So one issue people had, and I know the COD community, the competitive community had an issue, was when you activate the dead silence, it actually created a sound. So if you were ratting, you could actually hear people using the dead silence, so then you'd be on high edge waiting for someone quiet to come around, which just kind of slightly ruined the dead silence in a way. And it's good to have it back. And then diamond icons added above enemies for better visibility. We see that in Call of Duty, in Vanguard, and this just shows Call of Duty is going to continuously try to make changes, and then they're going to go back on some of them at least, because we still have two big things that we need changed that still aren't, which suck. But so we're going to have diamond icons above, because in every new Call of Duty, it's just hard to see people. I haven't gone to look into why that is the case, but like when I went back to play Black Ops 2 last week, it's just easy to freaking kill people. It's easy to see people, and I don't know if it's just the graphics being so well done that you just kind of mesh in with the system, or I just feel like bodies are smaller. I don't know. It's weird, but so that's awesome. And then lastly, just sliding and diving and hang ledging is also what it said in the actual page, has been refined, and they've addressed movement exploits. So people were able to like use like a 5-button combo to actually slide cancel, but hopefully they've addressed it so that it's impossible to slide cancel. So we're not dealing with those extra sweaty men who are willing to press the 5-button combo like a freaking fighter game to just slide cancel. So huge changes. Every single one of these, very glad to see. However, there's 2 on here I wish that I said in the last video. Ninja needs to be in the freaking game, and then the map system. We need to have we need to see red dots on the map when people shoot. There's a whole point to having a silencer. So when there's no red dots, what's the point of having a silencer? I guess sound is gonna, because usually on the silencer it says, it'll keep your red dot off the thing if you use this, and it's also going to decrease your damage. But it must just now say, if you shoot, it'll be more quiet to people, so they don't know exactly I don't know. It's stupid, and it's not going to be worth. The silencer is not going to be worth the damage decrease that comes along with it. Trust me on that. So we saw that COD had everything deleted about Grand Prix, and we were like, are they going to delete the map off the game? And now they've renamed it to Crown Raceway because of licensing issues. And if we look here in September, so before the beta came out, this was an overview of the map. So it looks a lot like Raid. We got the 2 back spawns. This could be like basketball court down into the water area. You got middle, 2 buildings, a big circular area with a higher point maybe. It just looked a lot like Raid. And I was excited because obviously everyone loves Raid. It's just a great map layout to play games. And I don't know if this Twitter user, it's the only map I could find, but got Crown Raceway here. Looks like he's in the game with the map. And it looks completely different. We still got a Raceway, so I'm still believing that this is the case. And it looks like they have just completely changed the map design. Looking at it, it's got to be spawn here and spawn here. A lot of little buildings, a lot of little enclaves. It looks a lot like Petrograd is actually what it's called. You see, you have this longer on each edge. You got some stuff on the edge here, some buildings in the middle that cut off. It just kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Some buildings, cut-offs, outer area. And if this is true, that map was play on competitive. We do have a 3-lane map. Looks very, short and long, which is all right. Will this be in competitive? Be interested to know. It looks like they have, completely changed it from what it could have been, from what it would have been. And if those changes were good, we'll see. I've seen a lot online that a lot of people loved this map from the competitive community who played the game early, even before COD Next. I also heard Shotzi say he didn't like it. Like, it was just whatever. Like, he didn't really seem to care too much. So, take that with a grain of salt as you will. And that's all the big things we got from this update. A lot of news coming in as we expected, coming right before the multiplayer coming out tomorrow, and the full release of the game. Put down in the comment sections below what you liked from this, what you think, and have a good day. Bless you.